Oh, Shrek. I love.
Shrek. Oh my gosh. I
I
forgot about
love
Shrek.
Shrek. I will watch Shrek. I will watch Shrek
I gotta kick somebody
today.
off. I got How to Train Your Dragon coming off. I gotta put Shrek on the list.
I know, Joshi. I love Shrek.
Welcome to Thoughts in the Glass podcast. I'm Latoya,
And I'm Kendra.
and this is a weekly podcast where we share our unfiltered thoughts on a variety of topics.
So sit back, grab your favorite glass of spirit or mocktail, and join us on a journey of real, raw, and ridiculously hilarious commentary.
And every week we do a drink of the night. So, Kendra, what's the drink tonight?
So tonight's drink, of course, you see where we're in a different setting. I am not feeling well, and I think that we've done this before, so I'll insert the old clip. I think we did a hot toddy before. So we're having a hot toddy because after this, the girl's going to bed.
Okay, so
So we're
cheers.
gonna drink to that. Cheers on that one. Clink, clink, click it, clink.
She ain't even tell y'all how to make a hot toddy. Kendra is like,
I did. Listen, y'all listen, y'all know how to make a hot toddy. Okay, let me tell y'all how to make a hot toddy. Okay, first disclaimer. We have a we have a special guest in the building.
special guest.
Because he's home from daycare. He could not go to his dad's house because he would have to get dropped back off. But anyway, so basically, what I usually do, you could choose any different type of tea that you like. If you like the herbal tea, if you want to do a green tea, if you like the regular lifted black tea. But I use tea with boiled water. I add a little bit of honey, sugar to sweeten it up, and you can use any spirit. So when I first started drinking this, I would have a fireball, which adds a little
Mm-hmm.
cinnamon, and I'll put a little cinnamon stick in it. Excuse me. But now I done grown up a little bit, so I put a little bit of a bourbon. My
Okay.
favorite is Woodford. So I'm trying to tell you that take me out. Take me out. Watch the show.
I did regular black tea with a little lemon, honey, and
Mm-hmm.
I like Jameson.
You know, I haven't gotten into the James, but you said that the last time. It's stuff that you like. My mom talks about the stuff that she likes. So y'all have a very exquisite palate, I guess.
No, because I don't even really be drinking for real. But somebody put me on to that. You know how it started? I was doing Jameson and hot apple cider. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's I was just like, oh, I like this. Like I like Jameson
Okay.
and like
Mm-hmm.
the hot drinks. I mean, I probably would like a bourbon too, because well, it depends because honestly, I don't like that oaky flavor that you get sometimes on the
Mm-hmm.
back end of a
Mm-hmm.
bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
more like
Maybe
the
like a
more
whiskey.
like not even like whiskeys because those can be a little bit sharp too to me. Maybe I've just
Mm-hmm.
never had like a really good whiskey, but I like more mapley bourbons. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know
So
what I mean?
you
Because
so
bourbons can be different depending on the kind of barrels they put them in.
yeah.
I like
Well,
a
you know they all come
sweeter,
yeah,
more maple
yeah.
bourbon.
So I got my dad a few years ago. It was a maple bourbon. It was a maple with Woodford.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
they do have those that they're more for like the seasonal times. I got it to for
Yeah.
Christmas. But yeah, but they do have those. They're pretty tasty.
Yeah. So that's that. So like Kendra said, we got a little bit of a different setting. We're trying to do something different. We got a lot going on this fall. So this may be the vibe for the next couple
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah. Cause I have school starting. Um, my parents went out of town, so I had to deal with helping them out with stuff with my grandmother. Um, we have a cruise coming up. We have a mini vacation coming up. Latoya has her birthday coming up. She's getting ready to start her selling candles again. So we still want to give you all of the content, but it's just going to have to work in a different setting. You'll still listen. Latoya still got the original setup. It depends on the day of what you gonna get on this end, baby.
It
Right
depends on the day
now.
what you go get on this end. I just so
That's true
happen to
too.
be
That
here.
to be right, right. So I will make sure I plan my schedule where this will be because
He said he wanted to make an appearance.
he want to be up in the night.
And you can't you it don't even matter that you sick. You don't get no break. They
I
just
need
want to be up under
to.
you.
Why would I talk about nothing? Anyway, goodness
I
gracious.
mean, you know what? The moms get it. I feel like
I think yeah.
when I talk to my cousin, her little baby be in the background all the time. Like you would think I'm having a conversation with Nova and I'm not, but she's
They all in the mic. Off the mic. What you doing? Can I have? How about
they
this?
just want to hear their own voice sometimes.
Basically. So anyway, let's catch up on that. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I didn't do too much. I caught up with one of my homeboys, had brunch at Bus Boys and Poets. Had some really good conversation. What else did I do? I didn't do too much of nothing. Did some grocery shopping, did some
Hmm.
laundry. Which is kind of, you know me, normally I'd be outside, but I didn't do too much this weekend. I didn't do too much this weekend. I did end up, me and my husband went to Shima. That was nice. Hadn't been there in a while. It's restaurant week in Virginia.
Yeah,
So
I think there's just ended and DC has started this week.
okay, so yeah, well, whatever. The restaurant weeks have started. So
Yeah.
um I was like, all right, well, we were like, let's try to get out there and do some of these little packages and stuff
Yeah,
like that they
yeah.
offering.
Hmm.
So that was nice. How was your week? So you were telling me you went to the spa and all the birthday activities. So how was the spa? How was Balian Springs?
So I'll start with saying that I looked, of course, did all my little research
Mm-hmm.
and saw the different complaints, especially because hold the line. Hold the line. Dottie, you want to go downstairs? You want to go see Bean? Yes, he's downstairs. Y'all, everybody got noise. We got noise coming on. Your Andy was sneezing, saying a hot chew, got me
And
ass.
you know what's funny? He all the way upstairs sneezing like that. I didn't think y'all heard that.
You want to
He
go
about to huff
downstairs?
and puff and blow the whole house down.
Oh, wow. Anyway, um, so I did all of my research and things because I was asking, a few friends the choice between King Spa, Buffalo, between King Spa and Balian Springs. Now, King Spa is a little further away from me. And so because I was, of course, making a weekend of it, I was trying to see what made sense on where to go. So I know about, with that Balian Springs, with the comparisons. A lot of people say King Spa has like more, like better food. Balian Springs does serve adult beverages. Um, I know that at one point that like the prices were like maybe $60 or so, but now they've gone up, and it was one. So for Balian Springs, it's 135 Monday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, the weekend starting on Friday is 165, and it does not include any of your spa services. That's
Wow.
just for the entry. So that was a little okay. I get it. Like it's a day spa. It's a lot of activities. It's a lot of things to do, and it's costly. I would say I believe when I went, 'cause I went on, of course, that Friday. It may have been 75 people in there for the duration of the full day. So, but I'm saying that because I just saw different people, but then I saw the same people. So I don't even know if that number is actually accurate.
Yeah, it could have been like give or take.
Yeah. And so, but I'll tell you what, they treat you good. The food was delightful. Your
Do
girl
you
had a
think it
little
was do you think
little
it was worth the
CBD
money at
smoothie.
do you think it was worth the money at like after your experience?
For I didn't just because I didn't get the massage. I can't say yeah or nay with the massage or any of those spa services. But I got there at 10:30 and I didn't leave until 6:30.
Oh wow.
So I feel like just kind of soaking in the going into the pool, going into they have like a little lazy river, doing the just all of like the different like they had the cold plunge. All my only thing I went up in there was my big toe. They had the medium, cool, cold. So it was so many things. Once you get they have the uh infrared. I fell asleep on the day because it was warm. They have a nap area. So you really have a full day. I will say it is like the food is expensive. It's for like two burgers. They had the burgers were good, but they were like $18 for a smoothie, $20, $24, 20, and it was $22 for like the adult beverage that I purchased. So they, I mean, it is going to cost you a nice piece of change, but I will say, you can kind of have your music. Everybody leaves you alone. You can read your book. So it's not something that you could do maybe every month, or I'm gonna say for me, it's not something I may be able to do every month. But I could see myself doing this like every 3 months or so. And um, I know next time, for me, next time I may go with um, either my partner or like some girlfriends. Because it is kind of, I mean, any place can, especially when you're social, can be kind of boring when you're going by yourself. But
Yeah,
other people
yeah,
had
I
like,
get
other people
that.
were like couples, and other people had like some of their girlfriends that just took the day to kind of do stuff. So I was just like, I need to bring some friends. But I will
Well,
say it was a
maybe
good
I'll go
experience.
because the week that of my birthday, y'all will be on a cruise. So maybe I'll copy you and do it at a spa day that week.
Yeah, I truly believe I think you'll really, 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 really like it. I wish that I do think I feel like I wish that I feel like they need a little bit more to do. Maybe if they had I know they do like some guided specials and things like that, but not specials, like seminars and different classes and stuff. They were supposed to be having and I stayed as late as I did because at 6:30 they were supposed to be having like a little happy hour. Like I think it was either
Mm-hmm.
5:30 to 6:30 or either 5:30 to 9:30 or 6:30 to 9:30. But I mean, there was nobody really there. I will say I appreciate the fact that the sun did come out because it was, the hurricane was coming through, so it was yucky most of the day. But by the end of the afternoon, it was still warm out, and I was able to go up to the outside area on the
Oh,
top deck where
nice.
they actually have the libation carrying uh bar. Um, so yeah, but it was a good
Okay.
time. I recommend it. I recommend it.
So I
So yeah,
think
so 10 out of 10, I do recommend.
okay, that's good. That's good to hear. So I don't know if you saw this, but Disney a couple weeks ago, they did their I forgot what you call it. It's like the Disney, what is it, where they preview all their new movies?
Oh, basically their rollout of doing each year, like how
Yeah.
many of each year, of what they got coming up.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If I think of it, I'll put it in here somewhere. But anyway, so they did their big rollout, and it had me thinking about what are your top five. Well, so what are your top five Disney animated movies? But I'm caveating that, or you can have two lists, like your top five animated movies of all times. And I'm saying
Hmm.
that because not all of my favorite movies are Disney. And then just the top five Disney because I just feel like they have so many that they can have their own category.
Right.
Um, so you want to go?
You can go. Go
Um,
for
so all right, I'll start my top five Disney. My top five Disney.
it. Hmm.
I want to say, let me start with the five. Let me work my way up. Five would be Mulan.
Okay.
Number four would be Encanto. Number
Okay.
three, I'm torn, right? Because I want to put The Lion King at number three. And I feel like some
Hmm.
people would fight me on this. But here's why. I
Okay.
don't think The Lion King was that great of a movie. I think we just love it because we grew up on it.
Right. It's the nostalgia.
Yeah. So for nostalgia, I'm gonna put it at number three. Number two for me, and I don't, it may get bumped up to number one because I'm just thinking about it. It's gonna be Hercules.
Hmm.
And the reason why I say number two may get bumped up to number one is because when I think about like my all-time favorite Disney movie,
Hmm.
I'm like, I like all of them, you know what I'm saying? Like I have my Little Mermaid era. I have my, the classics like Lady and the Tramp, 101 Dalmatians, like all of those. I remember growing up on it, and there were points in times where I really liked them. But like
Hmm.
going back and watching it as an adult, I feel like Hercules is probably the only movie that I've gone back and watched as an adult, like because
Hmm.
I wanted to. But I am scared to say that that's my number one because I feel like later I'm gonna think of another movie and be like, oh no, I like this one more.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
But at the moment, I can't think of one that I like more than that. So I would say Hercules is number one. So then number two would be, I don't know. I don't know. What would be my number two? I feel like I want to say, I feel like I want to say, oh, Aladdin. I forgot about Aladdin. I really like
Hmm.
that. So I'm gonna make
Hmm.
Aladdin number two. Yeah, because you can't. I mean, Robin Williams.
You
You
can't
can't
beat
really go
them.
wrong with that. Like the
Right.
genie, he made that movie.
Hmm.
He made
Hmm.
that movie.
Hmm.
So those are my Disney. So what's your Disney list?
Okay. So the ones that okay, so I have, it's some that I have that are nostalgia, and it's like thinking about them brings back such a warmness to my heart. So I'm gonna rank them for emotions because there is one that's number one that I will watch today. But so I want to say my number five is I sat here and I kind of looked at them. One of the ones I used to watch all the time as a kid, and I would watch it. I would just if I saw that it was on, I would watch it for a little bit, or at least this would be something I would want the kids to watch. Have you remember the Rescuers Down Under?
Yeah, yes, I do. I do.
That daggone movie, it's still oh I can't think of his name. The dude from Home Alone that was singing that had the that he helped the mom with the van. I think he plays the pelican.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the rescuers down under. I still really love Beauty and the Beast, and it's because of the music. Um, definitely Aladdin. And then I do my next show, it would be The Rescuers Down Under, Aladdin, Hercules, Tarzan, and my
I
number
forgot about
one.
Tarzan. That was a
I
good one. That's a
love
good one.
Tarzan. And then my number one is Zootopia.
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
love Zootopia. I I watched
You
that the other
didn't, so you
day.
didn't have the Lion King on your list at all. But I feel like
No.
people be so pressed for the Lion King, and it is good. And I feel like I only have it on my list out of nostalgia. Like I don't know.
So the Lion King is not on my list because um and I love the music. And I love the music. But I won't really watch it. Like I'll watch Hercules. I will watch Hercules. I will watch Tarzan. Bro, I even watched Tarzan the real life version. When that come on, eyes glued. That is my shiznit. And Zootopia, baby.
You know what else I should have put on my list that I wasn't thinking about? And I would kick the Lion King off for Sing. That was good.
Sing was good. What Sing got Disney?
I think is that not Disney? I feel like it is because I watched it on Disney Plus.
But is it
That don't
a
mean that.
Disney or Pixar?
Oh, mm, that's a good point.
Because
So it's not
this
Disney. Okay, okay. I take it back. It's not Disney. It's Universal Pictures.
okay, yeah.
It's not Disney.
Um, yeah. I mean, Disney has some good ones, but it was stuff that I couldn't grasp on. But I tell you what, that damn Tarzan and Hercules, mm,
Yes,
mm,
I just love
mm,
the music from Hercules, to be
yeah,
honest with you. And then
yeah,
I really like Hades. I like the story. I like the
yeah,
two
yeah,
little
yeah.
demons or whatever you call them, whatever it is, whatever. You know what else I
Uh-huh.
like is The Emperor's New Groove.
I was just looking at that. So the kids used to watch that. That wasn't one of my, I guess, I went through that transition of like the adulting of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would watch certain stuff and I'd be like, oh, cute. But then I gotta go to work and I'm working nights and that's not on my things to do. But as the um shows got a little bit better, like just Jonathan loves Bolt. That was a cute
Oh
little
yes, the dog,
movie.
the dog. Mhm.
Princess and the Frog, of course. But and I like Princess and the Frog, but I don't watch it like that.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like I like it, but I don't watch it. Like now, when Encanto came out, I don't know what it was about that movie. I watched it a few times. Like I just was
Mm-hmm.
like, this is so good. Like maybe it was because it
Mm-hmm.
was COVID and we ain't had nothing else to do.
That's a dude, yeah. Yeah.
But I just really like that movie, and I will watch it right now. Like
But it
if
make
I'm in
me
the house,
cry.
it do, but I still like it though.
Oh, oh, oh.
You know what movie makes me cry every fucking time is the movie Up. And I feel like anybody that cry at Up got daddy issues.
Well, not necessarily. Cause
But
I
maybe okay,
cry
not
up
necessarily, but I feel like it be that for me. It be that for me. It be the old man showing up at the Boy Scout thing.
at the critical time.
It be that for me.
I cried at the beginning, child, because when I see that woman heartbreak, cause they had,
Oh, because she can't have no kids.
oh, child, it just tears me up every.
My cousin said I should. I also could have put Inside Out on that list. Is that Disney?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's
Well,
Pixar.
I like Inside Out, and my cousin said Inside Out 2 was good. I haven't seen it, but everybody has been saying it's good. So
Yeah, the kids said it was good.
For my non-Disney list, and it's a lot out there that's not Disney, but just for me for right now, starting at the bottom, I would have to go with
Oh, it is this. Oh, it's Pixar and Disney. Go ahead.
okay, they collaborated for that.
Yeah.
So starting from the bottom, I would have to go with probably well, I'm gonna start with the Iron Giant.
Uh-huh.
I wanna, and then I'm gonna go with How to Train Your Dragon.
Uh-huh.
I wanna go with Anastasia, but
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm only saying that again out of nostalgia because I don't really freaking remember the story. Like,
I remember it like it
but
was
I
yesterday.
remember watching it a lot.
Uh-huh.
So then I'm gonna skip Anastasia and I'm gonna say The Road to El Dorado. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. For my number two, what would be my number two? Oh, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That was good. And
I
then my
watched that the
number
other day.
one, my all-time favorite animated movie is The Prince of Egypt. Clock it. That's my
I
all-time favorite animated
love
movie.
I I'm gonna tell you what. I tell you once Whitney started singing these burning, tears
I
is
mean, but all the songs were
falling.
good. Like literally the entire soundtrack,
Yeah, that
all the
soundtrack
songs were good.
was it was a
I
good
could put that on right now today
clean eye.
and be jamming.
Crying. Okay, so mines are, let me see. I need to see like all of the things. But what comes to the forefront of my mind. So now on this list, I am going to put sing, but yes. Mhm. I'm gonna put sing. I just saw the other one that I was like. Uh, oh, track. I love.
Shrek! Oh my gosh. I
I
forgot about
love
Shrek.
Shrek. I will watch Shrek. I will watch Shrek
I gotta kick somebody
today.
off. I got How to Train Your Dragon coming off. I gotta put Shrek on the list.
I know, Joshi. I love Shrek. Despicable Me is my. I love Despicable Me, dude. I do.
Despicable Me is
Oh,
so good.
I love Despicable Me. And then what's the other one? Johnson Health. Then the other one is dang, I just had it. Hold on. Oh, I love Despicable Me. With the kids. Especially because we used to all watch it together. Kung Fu Panda. I am a big fan of him. I like just
Yes, Kung Fu
the
Panda
I wasn't
with
innocent,
Jack
didn't know
Black.
who I was. Yeah, didn't know who I was, and then get out of my book. Um, and then I'm trying to think, is there anything? I think those are the main ones. I don't think
You got two
I
more.
okay. So then one of the ones that I really love, and this is Disney. And I still really enjoy this is Beauty and the Beast.
That was on your Disney list.
Oh, it wasn't my Disney. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get my list of stuff. Joshua, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, girl. And people, this is controversial. This is
What?
controversial. Wally.
Oh,
I
Wally.
loved Wally. He was so sweet.
I
He
couldn't
was
get
a sweetie.
into it.
He was a sweetie. He was a
I feel like
sweetie.
the movie was
That's
kind of
okay.
boring.
Let me do that as my honorable mention. I liked
Okay.
Wally, but I am actually going to add Ratatouille. I
Oh,
thought
that was
Ratatouille was
good.
so cute. I've actually watched that the other day. Um, I think I like. I'm just scrolling real quick. Um, I like those too. We watched it the other day. I watched it with the kid, with Joshua. Finding Dory.
Oh yeah, but that's Disney. It's
I
Disney
know,
and
but
Pixar.
yeah, and that's the thing. You just don't know which one is. Sometimes they just the collab. So I have one more. Oh, there it is. That's it. My
What?
number one. Because I literally went and looked for this to watch it. The goddamn Incredibles.
Oh yeah, The Incredibles.
I can
I
watch
was watching that
The
recently too.
Incredibles. Yeah, I can watch The Incredibles.
Who was the reason why? I think me and my brother were talking about something with The Incredibles, and he was like, "Have you seen the most recent one?" And I was like, "I think so." I couldn't remember if I had seen the most recent one or not. So we had put it on, and I was in the house cooking and watching The Incredibles in the background.
Hmm. I like The Incredibles. I think it's super relatable being a parent and trying to be everything to everybody else too, and then protecting your kids from the outside world because of all just all the things. But I'm going through, and some of these movies, they were super good, and they had a good story. Like Brave. Brave has such a good you can
That
be
was a
your
good
own
one.
person's story. Ugh,
My
so good.
honorable mention would be
Oh
Ant.
shoot!
Do you remember the Ants movie?
Yes, I like the ant.
So Ants will be honorable mention, and then the Bee movie that was pretty good.
When I tell you, I used to watch that grown as hell every day. And then I also just saw, which I still love, and watched this the other day, freaking Ice Age.
Oh yeah, Ice Age. That was funny.
Ah, I love Ice Age. Oh, Sid. He's so cool.
uh, so
Remember we used to
yeah,
watch,
so
they made us watch or read the book James and the Giant Peach.
yes.
Your lips are moving. I said okay. Um,
But I wouldn't consider that animated. Like, I mean, I guess it is
but
in a way.
they had an animated one.
Did they? Because I feel like the
Yeah.
Tim Burton stuff is more like, what do you
Oh
call
yeah.
that when it's like a clay, when
I
it's
don't
like
know
the
because
clay figures? I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I thought. But that was cool. Mama. Yes, Joshua. Okay, I'm recording. And then, oh, the cruise was good. I don't know how often I would watch it, but it was cute.
It was cute.
Mega Mile was good.
You know what movie I really like? Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6 was good. It was a tearjerker for me. It
It was a
had me
little bit of
all
a
over
tearjerker.
it had me all over the place when the brother, goes back in and passes away because the daggone man was a liar. And then he found out the man was a liar. Oh, just
Yeah, it
took
was
me
definitely a
out.
tearjerker.
Took
But I
me
still liked
out.
it
I do,
though.
but I will say I still like Anastasia. Um, even though that the Romanovs that it was truly an animation because none of them survived. Um, ah, we forgot about Happy Feet. Happy Feet was so
Really pressed for Happy
good.
Feet.
I loved Happy Feet.
If
You remember Land Before
anything,
Time? They got
with
three
Land
times
Before
of Land
Time,
Before Time.
if anything, I would say I liked what's the one with where they went Madagascar.
I was getting ready to say we done missed on Madagascar, and I
So
definitely
if
watched the other
anything, I
day.
would say I like Madagascar over Happy Feet. I wasn't really
You ever watched the little one Surfs Up? That was cool. The kids was gonna love that.
mm-mm.
I forgot about Rio.
I didn't think Rio was all of that. In fact, I feel
Rio.
like Encanto was better than Rio.
I was like, some really good ones. Trolls was good.
hmm Old Trolls was
Secret
really
Life,
good.
Secret Life of Pets was good.
I agree. That's the one with Kevin Hart.
Yes,
Yeah, I think that was good too.
that was good. So yeah, I mean, they got some good stuff that has come out. Um, Boss Baby was cute. Joshua loved that little movie.
I feel like the kids kind of made me. Sometimes when a movie is really popular with kids, I'm kind of
Yeah,
over it.
turned off on it. Yeah, I can get
Yeah,
that.
because I'm like, y'all be doing too much.
But yes, oh, that was so nice going down, back down memory lane. Oh, I
Yeah.
need to watch some. I'm gonna be binging some stuff the weekend. I ain't got nothing going
So
on.
did you see? I'm gonna skip around a little bit because I think this flows into where we going. But did you see Kirk Franklin's interview with Cam Newton?
So
I
I
didn't watch
only
the
got a
whole
chance to
interview,
saw.
but I definitely
Yeah,
did get that little snippet that has been going around.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it. I had a lot going on this weekend, but I did see the snippet. Because I've seen a lot of different things from Kirk Franklin. He's done a lot of interviews here recently, and he had his documentary. So in my mind, I'm like, what more can I learn of his story? Um, but I do believe in that snippet that is going around when it talks about weaponizing marriage. I think that he is the right person to discuss it, and I think that his outlook on it is very much so true to what is going on. And I guess, sometimes with the church trying to hold the family together so heavily that they want you to kind of like go through it all because you made this vow to God. And I understand that, but I also understand that as people, you can only go and do as far as um your until it starts to truly affect your own happiness, right? Because I think that God wants us to be with I think he wants us to have the sanctity um of marriage, but I also know that for his children, he wants his children to be happy. So I think that, we go into some of these relationships off of our own flesh. because we think that God sent it, all just, all of the things. And I think with him saying that he believes that the church has weaponized marriage, and I think it definitely for me helped to, I'm not gonna say reiterate something, that things that I've already thought, because of like just reading the Bible and having relationships and talking to different people and realizing that we are people of flesh and of fault. And so we're not going to do anything to the same level and have the same graces and have the same grace and give grace that God does. But I do believe that the church makes it seem as if that's the end all be all, especially for women.
Yeah, that's kind of where my mind went with it. And then he also made a point where he said, you don't have to be married to be used by God. Like you can
Right.
still be used by God in your singleness.
Yeah.
Um, and I think for me, that's where I kind of relate to the weaponization of
Yeah.
marriage. Like I feel like I have experienced that being in church where it's like,
Hmm.
oh, if you're not, you know, instead of basically they try to use the scripture of it's better for a man to marry than to burn, right? And I guess burn with desire or like want to have sex, right? But I think even in that, they kind of get it wrong because it's not saying I don't personally feel like even if people do sin and have sex before marriage, I still feel like you can be used by God. Like God never said he needed a perfect vessel to get. First of all, he's God. If you think that he can't use anything, he can use whatever he want to use. He can use the most sinful person. You know what I mean? Like, and he can also deliver that person, and he can also bless that person. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like God gonna bless your mess. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is for us to think that we have to be in a certain posture before we can be used by God, it's kind of, I don't know, it's like the audacity of you to think that you being in a certain posture is what determines whether God uses you or not. Like, God is outside of the realm of our thinking. He can do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? We are just being asked to try to live a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, just try to do right. And it's not saying that, okay, just go out here and be hoeing around or just go out here and do whatever. But it is saying that, you know what? If you happen to slip up, if you happen to end up in a situation, you know, God gonna deal with you on that. But he may also use you to bless somebody. Like I feel like it just gets so restrictive when it comes to religion sometimes that people it's almost like you put yourself in a box and you're not able to see the full grace of God because you put yourself in that box. Like if you were to just live your life, make your mistakes, and then if he convicts you about something, you take that conviction and decide to make a change, then that's fine. But you purposely putting yourself in a box and restricting yourself because you afraid that well God ain't gonna use me or this isn't right, this isn't how I should be living. I don't think that's the way it is supposed to work. And I feel like that's what he means, that that's a fear tactic or that's a scare tactic of well if you're not married and like you said, especially for women, if you're not married and you out here sleeping with all these different men and you got this and that going on and that's why you ain't received your blessing yet. Like, really?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that the Bible is a guide and not a um it's not the only direction.
Mhm.
I think that there are, because what my belief is, the Mormon people think that my belief is wrong. Everybody has their own way of thinking, how they feel. There are people that say, um, they just believe that uh, in the spirituality and don't believe as a person. It's what makes my religion more important than someone who is Jewish or doing Buddhism, or um, just the wide range of different ways of worshiping something that gives you something to continue your life with, to move forward, to believe in, to push you to it, to be able to persevere through the hard time. It could be your God, it could be your spirit, it could be, whatever. Um, and I don't think that anything should be forced or and I think it's not forced for men, in my opinion. And they say when a man finds a good woman, he finds himself a wife. I feel like, yes, that puts a woman in a position that you have to be the end all be all to be chosen. And if you're not chosen, you're not worthy. So how do you then make that, like, I can't choose a man for me? So because I haven't been chosen, I'm not worth the grace of God. I'm not worth um all the riches in the world. I'm not worth all these things because I am not attached to a male. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. All right, we got 5 minutes. Um, so you want to stop it here and then start another one and then just close it
Uh,
out?
yeah, that's fine.
All right. All right.
Well, you don't think we could close it out in 5 minutes?
We can if you ready.
Yeah, we can do a quick, I'll do a quick synopsis.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna
All right,
follow you.
okay. So yeah, so I just think that I do appreciate that he is coming from him, because I think he's done a lot of a walk when it came to, like, him having to deal with the porn stuff and things like that. So he's just super relatable in knowing that he can, you know, kind of speak to where we are in this generation of marriage ain't for everybody, and marriage ain't gonna happen for everybody, but that doesn't change that you are still deserving of, all of the things. So,
Absolutely
but
agree.
yeah, yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed our fun today.
That was another
With
great
two,
episode.
right, because we done had Sneezing, we've had Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, we've had Joshua was spilling the tea, and here we are. Okay, listen, we love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting us, sticking with us. We're gonna give y'all what we can. Sick, not sick, traveling, all the things. We enjoy doing this, and we hope that you enjoy the product that you end up getting. So, with that being
Make sure
said,
you make sure
yeah, I was
you
about to
like,
say,
subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend.
and drop down in them comments with this new possible setup. Don't be surprised if you get a special guest. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Because now we can open it up. We can open it up to the world. We can open it up to the world. So, with that being said, here go another great episode, and we're gonna do well.
We'll drink to
We
that.
gonna, okay. Tink tink tink. Clink clink clink.